High School Lyrical Etude for Clarinet for Series D. This etude is in the key of E major with 4 sharps. Make sure that you get all of them, especially the D sharps. The tempo is andante immobile, which is more of a walking speed, and because of that, I would suggest that you take this at the higher end of the tempo range, about 44 to the quarter note, and maybe even just a click faster than that. Make a hairpin crescendo, decrescendo in measure 1 and 2. So crescendo through measure 1 and decrescendo through measure 2. It's not written to do that, but it'll help your phrasing. Be aware, just like in the technical etude, of potentially unfamiliar enharmonic spellings. So B sharp is enharmonic to C, E sharp is enharmonic to F, and the F double sharp in measure 4 is enharmonic to G natural. Make sure that we hear a crescendo in measure 5 and the first bit of measure 6 that leads us to that forte E half note. Measure 7 gets a little tricky with the technique, specifically with the pinky fingers, so here's how you get through it. You're going to have to do a slide with your right hand pinky between the first D sharp and C sharp in the measure, the ones that are in beat 1. You're going to slide your right hand pinky from the D sharp on the top row of right hand keys to the right hand C sharp key that's directly below it in the bottom row. After that, you can use your standard fingerings for the rest of the measure, including, remember, B sharp, that's enharmonic to C natural. You're going to want to grab that with the left hand pinky. The accent in measure 8 is not really a harsh one, so make sure that you just make it clean and clear rather than smacking the note. Make sure that as you approach the end of the phrase in measure 9, that you don't decrescendo too much so that we hear you arrive at the last note with good, full tone. The same applies in measures 13 and also the final measure. And lastly, don't do too much retard at the end because you're going to be running out of air. So you don't want to take too much time and not be able to make the end of the phrase. I would pull back on the 16ths just a little bit, and I would save most of the retard for the last F sharp and E. Just think about placing those last 2 notes. So please let me know if you've got questions as you're preparing this. You can email me through the contact information that's on the USA Department of Music website. I hope to hear from you, and I wish you good luck as you're preparing this.